is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hey! DCOM
Time for
Descendants.
DCOM Descendants.
And Emily, if you're watching, I'm still drinking water. Thank you.
Wow. You're really making sure that Emily knows you're drinking water.
Yeah, what was that about?
She texted me and was like, I haven't been drinking a lot of water.
Okay.
So she gave us a shout out while we were watching the movie. She's like, hey, don't forget to drink water today. So I'm just letting her know.
Oh, good.
Drinking
You're out
water.
here doing it.
So this is
I
coming
had
out.
the full cup of caffeine first, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
now we're
Yeah.
working our way through the water.
Well, but you know what? There's water in the caffeine.
The best thing to do is to get the caffeine first, so when you hydrate, you don't ever get back to.
That's right.
You wake up dehydrated, and then you dehydrate yourself more, so you can stay in that normal level of dehydration.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you do. Welcome, everybody. We are talking not about Descendants, not about zombies. We're talking about magic today.
Yeah, we are.
Upside down.
That's right.
Magic.
Every little thing she does is magic.
Upside
We
down
have a
magic.
review, Brando.
A
It's
review?
from Buffy Mastro.
Okay.
Buffy Mastro says, doing it like the zombies do.
Right.
I was too old to be into the DCOMs when they first came out, but I've been catching up the last few years watching them with my 9-year-old daughter. I've been confused / laughing / loving them as we've gone through the catalog, starting with the zombies and now on repeat with High School Musical. I wanted to laugh about their absurdity with someone, and then I found you guys.
Wow.
Hilarious banter and LOL funny. Thanks, Buffy Mastro.
Mastro. Just a rando person out there.
Do you think it was Buffy Mastro, or did you think he spelled Maestro wrong? Buffy
No,
Mastro.
I think it is what
All right.
they went
Buffy
for.
Mastro.
Yeah,
Buffy Mastro.
100%.
Yeah.
We are talking about Upside Down Magic
Yeah, we
today. A 2020 movie.
Yeah.
July 31st, in fact. This is a
Prime
movie.
summer COVID. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
When no one was doing anything, and so that's why we all knew
Remember
about
this-
this movie.
This we totally remember it
totally remember
existing.
this movie.
Yes.
If you're gonna watch this movie, though, you need a snack, you need a bevy, and luckily, Aaron is here to help us.
that's
It's time for
right,
Delish.
Aaron.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to have a themed snack that they eat in this movie,
Yeah.
then you're going to be disappointed because
Okay.
it's just going to be an apple.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing that we see them eat.
Try to open it up with your finger.
But if you if you can just slice that apple and eat it quickly before it rots, because they do rot quite fast in this movie. But the other thing that I'm going to suggest is maybe, take your best friend out for lunch somewhere that you both enjoy and ask some hard-hitting questions like, hey, have you read any shadow magic
Have
lately?
you gotten into any? Is there anything weird going on in your life that I need to know about so I can get out in front of it?
I think that's important. I think that's an
I
important
think just
Yeah.
give your friend an opportunity to let you know what's going on so that maybe she doesn't try to blow up the entire town.
Have
Yeah.
you all been dabbling with any shadow magic?
Every day.
I appreciate you asking, Brand. I have not at this moment, but if I do,
What are you reading that's like shadow magic adjacent?
every day, so it's a
Yeah,
part of your
this is-
routine.
Oh yeah,
you
no,
do it.
there is just a shadow magic book downstairs. It,
Oh,
just,
okay.
it
Well,
showed
good.
up. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get rid of it.
That's right. And you're
Yeah.
seeing someone, like a person that that none of us can see.
You
Did
guys,
you see them?
You can't see our producer?
No, I can't.
Oh, that's weird.
I know.
I can't see them, but I know they're flipping.
You
me
wave.
off.
I was about to say you waved at him,
Yeah.
Brand.
No,
Yeah.
I wanted to be kind.
You
Yeah.
wanted to just lean into
I
her
want to
delusion.
get. Yeah, well, I want to get on the shadow
Magic.
side. You wanna get on the
magic
good side.
train.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just get ahead of it.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
like how
the
I,
Orlando Magic should use some shadow magic.
it's It's like how I never talk bad about robots.
Yes.
Like just in case.
Yes. Always got to say thank you to the
You
Alexa.
never talk
I never
bad
talk bad
about
about
robots.
Right.
Just in case they take over. You think
Yes.
that'll help you?
It won't hurt.
I'm with you on that.
You think it could hurt?
I think if robots take over, they won't have any feelings one way or the other.
Oh,
so it won't matter.
you just cemented your legacy,
That's right.
brother.
That's right. You hear me out there, robots?
Dan's first one
F
gone.
you robots.
Wow.
Robots
First
are a bunch
one
of
gone.
bitches.
Wow. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk upside down magic here on DCOM Descendants. DCOM Descendants.
Whenever you're ready, Aaron.
Welcome back. We're talking upside down magic
Flying
today.
already through the rid of the proceedings, and now we're going to get to the clum.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
July 31st, 2020.
That's right.
What were you doing?
I was at home.
Yeah.
You and I were in we were in a bit of a quarantine, Brand.
That's
you and I
true.
kept going to work. It was just the two of us, so we were in an office by ourselves, and It was a weird time to be. You had a very, very, very young child
I
at
did.
the time.
Born March 10th.
That's
which we can't blame him for COVID, but we can't not blame him.
Wow. All right.
It does feel.
Well, I mean, COVID started in like February, so
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got here.
It got
Actually,
here.
yeah.
I don't think it's your
100%.
child born in March's fault.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
You said we can't not though.
We have to keep our options.
And I just
open.
want to be clear: can everybody else see that child, or is that just me too?
That's just
That's right.
you.
It's just you.
That's just you.
Yep.
This
the
one
shadow
was
magic is working hard today.
This one is based off of a book.
Yes.
That was apparently written by 3 different people.
That's always a good sign.
That
It's based
seems
off of a series of books, Brian. There are
Oh,
8
okay.
books in this series.
It's
Yeah,
written
yeah.
by three different people. How about that?
I did download the first book from the
Okay.
library, so we're
Very
gonna find
good.
out.
Is one book written by one person, or do all 3 of these people write all of the books?
There's 3 names on each book.
How about that? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Less people wrote the movie. 2 people wrote the movie. So 3 people wrote the book. 2 people wrote the movie. Different people though. It was written by Nick Puste,
You said it.
and then Josh Kagan. This movie was directed by Joe Nussbaum. I don't think I've seen that name before in the DCOM, which is rare. I feel
Yeah.
like typically
It's not Paul Hone or
No,
Kenny
it's-
Ortega.
No. And then this movie is starring Isabella Rose and Sienna Agudong.
Otherwise known as the new Selena and Zendaya.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Which they would have crushed this movie
Oh my
10
God.
years prior.
You kidding me right now?
Can you imagine? All right, let's dive into it. We meet Nori. After her mom passes away, she begins to realize that she has magic. We will never talk about her mom passing away
Nope.
again.
That's it. One and done.
And honestly, refreshing.
Yeah.
I feel like lots
Yeah.
of times it's the whole identity
I
of the
can't remember what
movie.
her dad looks like.
Yeah,
Like, nah.
he's just a guy. He's just a guy.
She does magic. So does her friend. They're going to go to magic school.
That's exactly right. So she has magic. She realizes that she turns into a cat, a giant cat. And so she's like, this is great. 6 years later, she's getting ready to go to Sage Academy, which is, I don't know if it's the most prestigious magic school, but it has to be at least one of the top ones. You know,
It's gotta be up
I didn't
there.
get any of the literature about Sage.
No.
It's got to be one of the good
Got to
ones.
be one of the good ones.
I mean,
no way around it.
I do love it first. It takes a very long time for us to find out that it's Sage Academy, because at first everyone's just like,
like,
well,
we're
that's
going
why
to
we're going to
Sage.
Sage.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
going to Sage.
And they're waiting at like what they think is a bus stop, and the
Yeah.
sign just says Sage.
Sage.
And then a man appears from the woods. But
That's right.
Well, yes.
so prestigious school, I always judge it based on how, you know.
How do they get to this school?
Well,
And
they
man
walk
walks
through
out
the
of woods.
and then he leaves them in the woods to walk and to disappear.
Well, he says, parents, bye-bye. I'm going to take your
That's right.
children, just me and the children, through a walk in the
That's right.
woods. And then I'm going to leave them in the woods.
That's right.
And if they survive, they can come to Sage.
It is very Percy Jackson-esque if you've seen the movie or read the books, like
or seen the show.
borrowing like very, very heavily from how they get to
Disney
the school.
borrowing from Disney.
Is Percy Jackson Disney? Oh, it is. Yeah. The show is anyway.
The
book
guy,
isn't,
the
but yeah.
guy's name is Bud Scriff.
Bud Scriff,
Bud
shout out.
Scriff. I don't think he's going to matter though.
There's
He's
no way
just-
he's
The
gonna
books
come
were
back.
written in 2015.
Okay.
So that's after Percy
Yeah,
Jackson.
it's got to be.
Yeah.
He is the groundskeeper there, and
He's Hagrid.
yeah, and he
He was an orphan who went to to Sage.
he just kind of pops out of
I
nowhere.
just get this out of the way early. Like this movie is an amalgamation, a combination of other more known properties.
And Brian, that word again is
Amalgamation.
It's borrowing liberally from
Did I get that
stories
right?
that a
it was
lot.
very close.
I think you said amalgamation instead of amalgamation.
Yeah, and
I think it
great.
is. It's just like almost
better than I
everything
was
in
gonna
here is borrowed from a property.
Yeah.
And that is not necessarily a critique,
It
but
even-
it's just true.
sneakily borrows from Twilight.
Yep.
Hang on, Spider Monkey. So
And you
mentioned-
caught the Twilight tie-in, right?
No, I didn't.
It's just filmed in the same
Oh,
way.
okay, great.
Just filming.
Oh, I recognize those woods.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the best friend. She does have a best friend named Rena. Rena is Rena. Rena?
Raina.
Right.
Yeah, not Rena. Raina.
No, Rena.
No, we know Rena. Rena does not dabble in shadow magic.
Raina is going to be going to Sage with her. And so
Thank goodness.
Classic Flare. I marked it as soon as I saw it. You know what I
right,
mean?
you could see it
Yeah.
from a
Yeah.
mile away. So they go to the
Flares, flickers, fuzzies. You know,
Oh,
we got
yeah.
we
But
got it
thank you
all.
for bringing it up. We have 5 different classes
Okay,
here.
you're
We have
welcome.
Gryffindor,
Flare.
Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw.
No,
No.
sorry.
No.
Flares,
No.
I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead. You go.
They make fire.
Flares make fire.
flickers.
Flickers.
Flickers make again. They can levitate.
Okay.
Um,
Fuzzies?
Fuzzies can turn into animals.
Not furries.
Flyers can fly.
Okay.
Different than levitating. They can make things levitate. I don't think they can levitate. Sorry, I misread. And then fluxers, and they can
Flux things.
Yeah,
The
flux.
5 Fs,
Yes.
as we call them.
Yes, the 5 Fs at Sage.
Sorry, fluxers can turn into animals.
Yes.
Flickers can speak to animals.
No,
There's a-
fuzzies can speak to animals.
whatever. You guys get it.
They're all so important.
They are.
The flyers can fly. The flickers have the telekinesis. I think the flares have fire. We did it.
And Hufflepuff's really just there. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. Nobody wants to be in that one.
100%.
If you're a Hufflepuff and you're mad about what Dan just said, leave us a review and tell Dan
They
how
won't.
mad you
They're
are.
too kind.
So they
Leave a kind review telling Dan off.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah, be
please.
encouraging.
Tell him he's wrong as heck.
That's
Please.
right.
So they all need to take this like test to see if they are eligible for honors. It's safe to say Nori is not ready for honors. But
mean?
when the test for the whatever the animal one is,
You have
is
to hold you have to hold it for.
Yeah, you have
30
to turn into a
seconds.
cat and hold it for.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just 6 seconds.
Oh well, she's halfway there.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why are they? I know early on they do a thing for 5 or 6 seconds, but later on it's 30, and she keeps trying to get to 4. But was it the cat supposed to be?
I think
They
at
say
least,
30 at
at
some
least
point.
here
It's just
6.
5 6.
It's
Got
just
it.
6 seconds.
Great.
You know, 6.
6 seconds.
6, 7.
6 7.
So yeah, but her friend though is quite good. Her friend gets honors. Raina gets
Raina.
honors.
Yep.
Nori's card though just says UDM,
That's right.
and when she inquires,
And there is no explanation for that.
no,
None at all.
When she goes to the headmaster to ask, she just points to a sign in the woods that says UDM
Yeah.
with an arrow.
Well, it's even worse than that. They all go off to, walk into the building to, go to class. And so she starts to follow. And the headmaster is just like, this isn't for you. And then points to the woods. And it's just like,
It's tough.
so again, the children are just wandering the woods by themselves until they find,
An underground bunker. It is an underground
Classic.
bunker. She goes in there. She sees old Bud Scriff along with 3 other kids. Now, Scriff explains that they are a part of the UDM program, which is, say it with me, Upside Down Magic. Name of the movie.
Yeah.
DCOM
Descendants.
Descendants.
The
Ridicule.
Upside Down Magic program is a program for kids whose abilities are not as they should be.
They're a little wonky.
They're not like other kids that aren't honors. Like they just need some help.
Yeah,
getting
there's
it.
honors and basic, and then
This
there's
is-
UDM.
This is just weird.
People who are different.
Yeah, they're,
yeah.
they're a
And
little weird.
when you have someone who's different, you put them in an underground bunker.
100%.
Yeah.
To help them become who they
Never happened
are
in
meant to
our
be.
country's history.
So the headmaster shows up and explains that we are keeping the UDMs in an underground bunker because UDMs, because their magic is weird, are easy targets for shadow magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shadow chaos.
Shadow's
bad,
gonna.
dark magic.
That's right.
So they're going to teach them how to perfect their magic. What's
Actually,
that? No,
No, they're going to teach
No.
them nothing.
They're gonna
actually.
they're gonna hold them in the bunker until their magic
Much like a credit
disappears.
card, if you don't use it, it drops off after 2 years.
Yeah, so it's a classic hold them in the bunker situation.
Hold them
Yeah.
in the
They
bunker.
can
Magic
still
is like
go
a
to
muscle.
the cafeteria though, which
but they can't talk to any other
only
students.
during class time that they hold them in the bunker.
Yeah,
So
so-
it's not like they're like keeping them from the food and beverage of everyone else. It's or it's sleeping. It's just during.
No, unless they
it's
get
like
in
a
trouble.
permanent
Because if they get in
ISS.
trouble, they can take away lunch.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
they do not
so-
feed the child if the child uses magic.
So it's a.
Them's the breaks. You know
so
what I
the
mean?
other kids, there's Elliot, who's a flare guy, Pepper, who is
Flare
a
guy.
flicker, and Andres, who is a flyer.
Yeah, so the flare guy, he doesn't produce flame, he produces smoke.
Flare, flicker, flame.
As the flicker,
flyer.
you're supposed to be able to like pull things to you, and she can only send things away.
Just think the opposite of whatever it is, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
100,
way to go
whatever
about
it is. Yes, that's exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah. It's upside down.
Nori hears the headmaster's explanation for what's going to happen.
Yeah.
She's not having it. She's not going to give up. She
Yeah.
convinces the other UDMers, as I like to call them,
Yeah.
to work on their magic together and figure out how we can get better. Maybe we can fix it if we work
We can
on it.
still work on our magic and show them
Yeah.
we can still practice magic the sage way.
And all this time, Raina, there's a girl that's like staring at Raina and is like,
Chandra.
Chandra is her name.
Chandra.
And we're supposed to think Chandra is someone everyone can see, even
Right.
though from the very first moment you see Chandra, it is evident clearly that only Raina can see Chandra.
But I don't think it's anything to be concerned about.
No, I think she's got an imaginary friend.
We all have
who has
imaginary
a shadow
friends.
magic book. It's
Right.
fine. It's fine.
Right.
Just like how I'm totally fine, even though we have a producer
Who's
and there
right over
is
there.
a child just hanging out.
That's right.
Yes.
And no one else can see them but me.
Just you.
That's exactly right.
And I'm fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So on top of having somebody in her life that she doesn't realize that no one else can see, Raina's struggling in class. She's struggling to make friends.
She's burning popcorn.
She's not
She's the
crushing
second
it.
in class, and the teacher is like, if you're not first,
You're
you're
last.
dead-
you're dead
Her
to me.
teacher's Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Are there other students in the classroom? Yeah, there are,
No.
but we don't care about
There's
them.
one
Care about them.
who does a great
How
job.
bad are they?
They must suck.
They must be awful because Raina is
Yeah.
clearly like the second best, and the teacher's like, if you're not going to be perfect, why am I bothering to teach you?
First or last.
Right.
Which is a beautiful.
And this is honors, by the
It's
way.
a beautiful lesson for
Yes.
children.
Great
really is.
stuff.
She also misses her best friend.
And
Yeah.
they're not allowed to speak to each
And
other.
when they finally do, they end up like sitting next to each other outside at some point, and they talk about life, and they both kind of like lie about how it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
going. They're both like,
Well,
"It's going
Raina's out there
great."
sweeping the pathways because they're going to help Bud with his groundskeeping duties, Hagrid, and they're gonna,
Right.
And so Raina's like, oh, what's with the broom? And she's like, oh, this is an advanced magic technique.
It's an advanced magic.
And she's like,
technique.
hey, Raina, how are you doing? Have you dabbled in any dark arts lately? And Raina's like, absolutely not.
No way.
I would,
No how.
I would never.
No, absolutely. Raina in the library does come across a shadow magic book, but she
Pops
quickly
out.
puts it away, but
Follows her.
follows her.
Here's the thing. Once the shadow magic chooses you,
It's
you have very little choice after
Nothing
that.
you can do at that point.
honestly though, what could she have done? After seeing that Nori is doing well without her, she ends up opening that book, and the book seems to leave the book.
The book
And
leaves the book.
The
book comes to life.
The black magic
Yes.
enters
Shadow
her
magic.
body.
Okay.
And so I don't know if that's good or bad. It doesn't seem good.
It helps her win the thing. The
It
turn.
does.
She
When
pops
she-
that whole bowl of popcorn.
That's
in
right. When she has
no
to
time flat.
challenge her classmate Philip to a popcorn making contest, she
Oh,
crushes.
he could have had popcorn as a delish.
And that is when our girl from the UDM shows up. That would have been it. Popcorn was right there the whole time.
Right. Nori shows up to
show
show
'em.
that, hey, I'm learning stuff.
right.
And at first she's good. She holds the cat
seconds.
formation for 3 seconds, but then
To be honest, it was way longer than that. That teacher was counting slow and started to watch late. I want to be very clear. It was at least 6 seconds.
it's honestly not fair.
Yeah.
But she ends up turning into a flying cat, and Raina
Which
tries.
honestly, super cool.
Better.
Maybe we should just see how it
Make cats cool again, you know?
Raina tries to help her, but ends up hitting her with a giant fireball.
She
which
thinks
is-
she's going to do the thing that she loves. Like, she loves
Yeah,
this.
Raina can make like a
Yeah, a
sparkling
sparkle.
fireball,
Yeah.
and it's Nori's favorite trick.
And
so
the
she's
shadow
like,
magic gets it out of hand. Starts
yeah,
taking over
classic shadow
the
magic.
room. Get it?
Yeah. The headmaster is not pleased by this, bans the UDMs for Founders Day, which I was honestly surprised they were allowed to go in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think they were
I
going to be
feel like
invited.
they're really not hard and fast on the UDM.
I think there are
situation.
parents there, and so Founders Day, they need to look, it needs to look like they've
yes.
been doing fun stuff.
like they
the whole
haven't
time.
been shoving children in an underground
That's right.
bunker.
Yeah.
So when they go back to the bunker, Scriff is like, Nori doesn't owe anybody apology. I do, because here's the thing. I've been following the rules here for too long.
You said it.
Oh,
It's
man, I
time
This is
for
my
us
advice.
to
I
figure out.
loved this scene.
It's time for us to figure out how to do magic. And why would Scriff be able to teach him? He's just a little groundskeeper.
Or is he?
No. He
What
breaks.
can he do?
He cannot speak to animals, but he can sing. That's
He
right.
sings like Andy Grammer.
That's right.
So crazy.
Scriff is a UDMer.
Yeah,
He's
Can
a
you
UDM
believe that?
fuzzy.
He's an upside down fuzzy,
yeah, it
which
is.
I didn't know
I
you
w-
could say in a kid's movie, but you can apparently.
You can say in this one. I do love this whole scene where all of a sudden, Bud there just like lets Nori apologize to all the kids. He's like, I let her do that, and I shouldn't have let her do that. She doesn't owe you an apology. She's actually right. There is nothing wrong with your magic.
Yeah.
Your magic is just a little different, but it's still magic. And he says, hey, Nori. Nori, when you first realized you could do magic, like, how did that feel? And she said, cool as heck.
Yeah.
Cool as heck.
Cool as heck.
And that is just, that's just how magic should make you feel.
Yes.
Cool as heck. So he's going to help them harness their power.
Which means one thing, folks: a training montage.
Yeah, it does.
Amen.
And I gotta be
UDM
honest with
training
you,
montage.
very foggy on what they're learning during this training montage.
Yoga.
Nothing.
They're learning to center
They're
themselves.
learning yoga. They're learning,
nothing.
how to cut the hedges into cool shapes.
Yeah, man.
Well, the hedges.
What is that called? There's a name for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I learned about
We
it.
learned
in
it on
Yo
Yo
Gabble
Gabble Gabble, and then I forgot it.
Yeah,
Well,
Topiary.
topiary.
It's-
Sure,
yeah,
we'll
yes.
go with that.
yeah. Well, that's for Raina's, or not for Raina. That's for Nori's creativity.
Right. It just also feels like he's just trying to get out of doing work.
It's
But
a
it doesn't
pre-workout
matter.
of the life
Might as well
It's
also
a training
Yeah.
/ work montage.
Yeah, and he has the kids, talk about what do they want their magic, and our UDM flare guy was like, well, obviously I want to be able to shoot fire, and Bud's like, well, buddy, can't do that. So like, what you can do, like, where do you want to see your magic go? And I just think that's a fun lesson.
My
Thanks, Bud.
biggest dream is that one day I might be able to smoke someone out. And again, I don't know what it means exactly, but I want to smoke them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got good news.
Okay,
for-
so Chandra, as we've talked about, no one else can see her except
Yeah.
It's a
for
real
Raina.
Sixth Sense situation. Yes.
She realizes that one night that no one else can see Chandra. She runs away. Chandra follows her and ends
Yeah,
up...
Raina starts yelling at Chandra in front of a crowd of people, and
Yeah.
they're like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
She's like, Chandra?
She's bothering me.
And they're like,
Bothered.
and then,
Bothered.
is anybody concerned about Raina? Nope.
Nah, everybody's like, so Raina's yelling at somebody. So where were we?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
that's
What are you
it.
doing out here?
Yeah.
And as someone who couldn't see Chandra, I would maybe be concerned about the
mental
amount
health.
of pressure
Yes.
that Raina is under. So that,
And honors flares.
Yeah. But no, so we're still, it's fine. Either it's a mental breakdown or it's shadow magic. But again, we're not going to look
Either
into
way,
it.
not our problem.
No.
Either way, that's Raina's deal.
That's right.
And that's important for you to know, is that it's not our problem.
Chandra ends up possessing Raina. You can tell by her
black
black
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Classic.
Nori finds her, immediately knows that something is wrong, and she goes and she tells the UDMs that they have to. There's something going on, and
Yeah.
old Scriff over there is like this shadow magic being is going to strike at the
French bread pizza day.
French bread pizza day. Yeah.
not at French bread pizza day, but at Founders Day,
Yes.
the biggest day of the
probably
year.
makes more sense.
The same site that we hear as the Battle of Twilight Breaking Dawn, but I think is the same site as Midsummer. It looks like a horror movie.
Two things can be right.
It could be.
And it also, speaking of being right, the UDMers are right. Raina does go full shadow
That's right.
monster.
Giant shadow monster, and then turns into
And the
multiple
rest
shadow
of
monsters.
all of the magic.
Throngs of magical children.
Just run
Yeah,
away.
They can't do anything.
The,
The
Well, the
adults
teachers,
run.
the teachers do nothing.
the trad magicians, as I like to
Yeah,
call them,
trad mage.
they
Yes.
can't. They don't have any. They don't have what it takes. They're all scared. Luckily, the
Yeah,
UDMers show
headmistress
up.
runs right away. Linda runs
Yeah.
right away.
Get out of here, Linda.
Umbridge gone.
Linda, can you even
Yeah.
do anything?
Linda.
Does Linda have magic?
She is fire magic.
Doubt it.
She does. She does a fire thing in the beginning.
Okay, well maybe do it now, Linda.
Nope, she's
When it
hiding.
matters.
She's hiding. And then the teachers of each section of magic send those kids right to the front line.
Yes.
Really.
And none of it works. So the UDMers end up showing up. They use their special skills to save the day. You know, pushing the shadow monster back into one being, smoking him out. Fly Guy does something. And then Raina.
It's in order, right?
Yes.
They make all the beings one.
Yep.
Ghost him out. Fly around.
Yep.
Dritten.
Dritten.
It's a
the
no-brainer.
headmistress would like them to finish off the shadow monster, and then Bud is like, nope. That's her best friend. Like, let her cook.
And that's the power of friendship, folks.
And then the power of friendship. We defeat the shadow monster.
Shadow monster didn't see that coming.
Nope.
Yeah. Raina comes back to herself. So while she's still shadow monster, creates a fireball that destroys the shadow monster within her. And then she wakes up and her best friend is right there and they hug.
Boom.
Friendship.
Friendship.
And then this event changes everything. They're at Sage Academy. Nori and the UDMs are able to go into their normal classes, and
we respect all abilities.
Scriff becomes a teacher,
inclusion model,
yes.
a real teacher, and is able to sing some more.
Hagrid becomes a real teacher.
That's right. And Sage is now allowing students where kids can be kids. You know what I mean?
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yes.
It becomes Chuck E. Cheese. That makes sense.
That's exactly right. And you think it's all over, except no, the Shadow Magic book is back, and I sure will find out in Upside Down Magic 2 what
For
happens.
sure we will. Yeah.
That sequel is in the works.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
Somewhere.
All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down some more here on
DCOM
Descendants. Upside Down Magic seems cool. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to DCOM Descendants.
You got it?
DCOM Descendants. We're talking about
Adam Sandler.
We're talking about the Upside Down Magic. We're talking about Upside Down Magic today. I've got some letterbox reviews.
I would love to hear them.
Says this.
All right.
The balls of this film to pretend to be Harry Potter, but actually is Sky High. Honestly, shout out Sky High. Just watched it over the weekend.
Shout out Sky High.
Great
movie.
Erin, but with an A at the beginning, but only one. And then,
Is
but
it
it's
still
A-R-I-N?
I've seen
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why the dialogue in these types of movies are so fake, forced, and unnatural. And I don't know why the actors make me want to punch a wall. But it was fun, though. I had a good time.
There it is.
Jay Will says...
What do you mean? The dialogue was cool as heck.
Cool as heck. Jay Will says, bruh. Popping
They're
popcorn.
They're going to be darn well rested.
They are. Popping popcorn ain't a power. Just put it in the microwave and say the magic words. Splammy says, more like Upside Down Tragic. Chris Morg says, UDM, more like DUM. B. McGray says, they're all waiting on the school bus. Random guy pops out of the woods. No ID, no hi parents, my name is. Let's just trust this random guy who emerged from the woods to carry our kids to school. Yeah, that's the movie. Then Isabella says, this was so good until the dude just started singing to the animals, and that's when I clocked out. We're going to talk about it, folks.
That's when I clocked in.
That's when I clocked in. I'm here for work, folks. I'm clocking in. Let's share our thoughts on this movie. I'll start with you, Aaron. You clocked in at some point, but what did you think of the movie as a whole?
Yeah, I thought the movie very much, for like the first half, feels like it is setting up a series.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time going through each of the schools of magic. We spend a lot of time talking about the history of shadow magic and why the UDMs are shoved in a bunker. And like there's like, so you kind of clock early, it took almost 20 minutes to find out the conflict of Upside Down Magic.
Least. Yes.
Because they're just going to school and we're like, okay, well, we're just walking through the woods. We're going to school. Like, what's happening? And so around the 20-minute mark is when we find out about Upside Down Magic, and that's fine. But then it's like another 30 minutes until, they're just going along, sweeping clean pathways.
They're in no hurry to get to Shadow
hurry to
Magic.
get anywhere. And like about halfway through the movie is when Bud has his fight song and decides like, no, we're going to learn, nothing is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And that's when I started like, oh, this movie is doing something. If you've listened to any of our kind of like recent DCOMs, Cloud9 and such, I'm here for a very impassioned speech in which we realize that our unique abilities don't make us bad. They make us different. And that is our strength. And I'm just here for a rousing fight song really is just and then almost immediately in the same speech is when Bud starts singing to the animals, and I said, great, I'm here for an impassioned speech, and also this movie is ridiculous.
I need to go and watch the Take It to the Tape to see Dan's reaction when he starts
It
singing.
was crazy. I like it doesn't.
It was awesome.
But that is his voice.
Oh, sure.
When I heard it, I was like, why did they get someone so different to sing? And they just made
Is he
sound.
is he a singer?
I just looked it up, and he did all his own singing.
yeah.
Doesn't sound anything like him.
Just fantastic. There's a scene during, where he's working with each student to hone their own unique ability. They're like, hey, they've been wanting me to get rid of this like bee's nest or this beehive, and I guess we're gonna do it. He gets, Flare Boy with the smoker, and the smoker doesn't actually work, and the kid's like, well, what are we gonna do about the bees? And I was just like, Bud could not care less, and I was just like, this is really funny. And then he started singing to the bees, and I was like,
it.
I love this movie. I think at one point I said best DCOM ever. It's a really fun movie. I kind of wish that maybe instead of giving us a Zombies 5 and 5, Zombies 5 and a Descendants 5, like
Could have done another one of
could
these.
have done another one of these. Like it
Instead
would
of
have
a
been
4 and 4. They could have done another one of
like
these.
it would have been fun to kind of see, where do we go from here? Now that we're all working together, where does Shadow Magic go in the sequel? I would have really liked that. But this movie was really fun. I'm kind of sad that it slipped under the radar in 2020. I think Disney was so focused, and probably rightly so. They put more money into the live action Mulan. Like I remember them, they targeted that one like heavily.
Like heck.
Like heck,
man.
You could watch that from home. So I remember that, but I don't remember this movie at all from 2020. And I really wish that it had, because I think it has a good message. It's fun. It's zany. I had a good time seeing it for the first time at 35 years old. Did you watch it with your kids?
I did.
Did they like it?
They did.
Okay, so this movie underrated, and I wish, maybe now that the DCOM descendants have watched it, more people will watch it.
We move the needle.
We are
Yeah, it's us.
needle movers. Speaking
I
of,
can guarantee at least 3 people watch this movie because of us.
There you go.
Speaking of zombies, confirmed Zombies
Mermaids.
5 mermaids.
That's
Didn't see it coming.
ridiculous.
Mermaids before witches.
Become David
How
Mitz.
in the world are we doing mermaids?
Didn't we
next?
say that as a
We
joke?
did.
We
Yes.
did. We said it as a joke. Dan was talking about witches, or we said witches, and I think as a joke I said mermaids because I was like, they wouldn't.
And you were like, "There's no way they could do mermaids." We're like, "Well, it's Seabrook," but I still am with you. Like, that's just a bad idea.
Yeah, we made a joke about it, and then they
It
just
took
released.
them announcing it for me to be in. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all the way in. I'm all the way in on the mermaids.
All right.
What can
you
I do?
say so.
What can I say? Yeah,
Zombies 6 witches. We'll get there.
I do want witches, and we have Twitches, so it's not like
You
it's
know, they're
like,
not opposed. They're
they're
not
not Disney's
witchiverse.
not anti-witch.
Witch. Yeah.
And I think they've proven that. This is a fun movie. I do agree with the Letterboxd review that talked about how the dialogue, it is like this feels more kiddie than like
Well-
zombies. Like the
Yeah,
zombies
yeah.
I would agree.
acting and whatnot is like.
But like, here's
Really
the book.
good.
Like, it is for
Sure.
It is for young children.
Yeah, and I think that comes across.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the acting and the dialogue and whatnots. But it is fun, and I agree. Like, I do think we could have
Cool as heck.
It's cool as heck. We could have cut back a bit. This was an hour 34, I
Yeah.
believe, and we could have.
There's a
gotten,
lot of
we could have
establishments.
gotten to an hour 20. I
Easily.
believe that.
I think if you made a sequel that was an hour 20, I would be more on board with the hour 34. But we didn't need all that explanation if you weren't going to go anywhere with it.
Yeah, but it is fun. It is nice, and I enjoyed myself more than I anticipated. Dana?
Yeah, so this movie doesn't have a single original idea. And I'm not saying that like DCOMs normally do, because they are, a lot of it is like borrowing.
I've never seen
storylines.
a Cadet Kelly before.
Yeah, you said it. But this movie is so incredibly obviously just borrowing things that all work, right? So like it's borrowing liberally from the very, very big YA series, like these series like Percy Jackson and Harry Potter. And so it's hard for me to get over that hump from a standpoint of they're not doing anything different or new. But the movie's entertaining and it's well acted. And it does seem to skew younger than, especially than zombies. And it's a world that it feels like it's very fleshed out and is designed to have multiple movies in its universe. And it feels like all of it's done for nothing. But it is a movie that from a movie making quality standpoint is definitely better than most DCOMs just because they put money behind it. And it's a story that leans on a lot of things that are no brainers, but it's hard to not hold it against the movie a little bit that this movie is like a generic version of these other movies that are just so much better. So, whereas Zombies and Descendants both do something original, right? Mm-hmm. This movie doesn't, but it's better. Which one of you said it? That it's better than like having a fifth Zombies and Descendants. Like I would much rather see a sequel to this movie than a fifth Zombies movie.
Yeah, I'm not with you guys there. I'm
really
there with Descendants. I'll take as many zombies as they'll give.
I said during the Take It to the Tape that I think Zombies 1, 2, and 3 are all better than the respective Descendants 1, 2, and 3. But I think Descendants 4 is better than Zombies 4. I think it flips there.
Okay.
We'll see.
And a quick ad read. If you've ever watched a Take It to the Tape, takethetape.com, and you just really enjoy watching us watch the movies, but you've always said, I really wish I could watch one of these without Bran getting in the way.
He ruins it every time.
I really wish Aaron and Dan just had free range to go off the rails. Right. Then you're going to want to purchase.
You could get this one.
You're going to want to purchase.
You get a copy of my diary.
That's crazy.
You're going to want to purchase one. Bran could not make the Take the Tape, and it is just Dan and I, just free range, just getting to talk about whatever we wanted.
Free range. Free range.
So,
but also, I'll just say this: this movie does work more often than it doesn't, even though it is just very derivative. But it does work. Like if you compare this to the average DCOM from 10 years ago, it's so much better.
Yeah,
because it just is
more Bud singing to the animals.
Yeah, but I mean, it was weird. I'm not saying that helped me in this movie, but it didn't hurt me. It just was maybe the most original thing is Bud when he sings sounds like Andy Grammer.
When they're all just like, why can you teach us magic? What are you gonna do? And he's like,
let me tell you about the bees. That's all I got, Bram.
It's time for us to make our list.
Oh, man.
Check it twice if we want to. No one's forcing us to. We're not Santa yet. Actually, up for the job.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah.
Can we vote? Is that
It's like in 50 years.
Okay.
You get like a.
Okay.
Yeah. When you say you still got a little ways.
But you get they got to plan ahead. All right, Aaron.
Yeah. This movie is going to come in at 16 for me. Ahead of some of the Descendants and Zombies sequels. But right behind Halloween Town, because I think Halloween Town is an original idea, even though I had a lot more fun in this movie. This movie is one of those things like I can put this on in the background and it's not trying to teach me about racial disparity and trying to teach me an actual lesson.
I don't want to learn about that.
Like sometimes, and I think that those movies have a time and a place, and I really do love that Disney uses its platform for those moments. But I do kind of miss the zany DCOMs that just let me laugh for an hour and a half and then I can like go about my day and I don't have to sit here and think about how we treated Native Americans and the, I just don't have to think about it. And so this movie was zany. I loved it. I will definitely watch this movie again at some point.
Okay.
Top 10 has not changed. Coming in at 10, we got Teen Beach Movie, 9, Zombies, 8, Johnny Tsunami, 7, Right on Track, 6, Cadet Crowley, 5, Cloud 9, 4, High School Musical, 3, Lemonade Mouth, 2, Descendants, and 1, Moto Cross.
Nice, man. Nice.
Bran?
This is going to sound low compared to Aaron's 16, but it is well within my range of really liked. It's coming in at 40.
1 to 80?
It's coming in at 46 for me. My top 10 has not changed. I got Cadet Kelly at 10, Get a Clue at 9, High School Musical at 8, Zombies at 7, Motocross at 6, Johnny Tsunami at 5, High School Musical The Deuce at 4, Teen Beach Movie at 3, The Greatest Movie of Our Time and Anytime, Brink at 2, and Lemonade Mouth at 1.
Brink, the greatest movie of all time.
Anytime.
No.
Yes, I've said it every week.
You said, yeah. I mean, it's
all
true.
All time
man.
and anytime.
Yeah.
So my comp for this movie was Avalon High. That was my comp for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this movie is better than that movie.
I do too.
I disagree.
But I don't think it's much better. I think it's one better. So wherever I had Avalon High, That's where I was going to put Upside Down Magic. Avalon High had it 30 at the time, 30. So this now goes at 30. That movie drops to 31. It's ahead of Wendy Wu. It's ahead of Avalon High. It's behind Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. That is where I placed this movie.
Very nice.
So you had it at 16. I had it at 30. You had it in the 40s.
46.
So yeah, like I'm in the average there. I'm kind of meet you guys in the middle.
Yeah.
Top 10 has not changed. It is, get a clue, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, Phantom of the Megaplex, Johnny Tsunami, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, Descendants, Lemonade Mouth, Cadet Kelly, Motocross, Zombies, 1 to 10.
We did, everybody. Congratulations to us. I think we earned a week off.
Hey.
I think we earned a week
we
off.
did it. So let's punch our week off ticket.
We'll punch it and then we'll come back.
Well, I mean, we've had to do twice as much work today.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
Brand hasn't earned a week
deserve
off.
a week.
You should be here.
No, okay. That's fair. How about I do Spin next week by myself?
Great.
It's the movie Spin.
Actually, if you could just record a take it to the tape
Then
of
we'll
just
be
you
even.
watching this movie.
That's right.
Then we'll be even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Least
That's
you
fine.
could do.
Yeah, more than fair. Spin is the title on the thing. It just
DJ?
says music is everything. She's
Music
and she's a DJ.
Everything.
Do you think we're gonna get a movie about the kids DJing in the garage?
I mean, it's a spinoff instead of another Upside Down Magic.
It is a movie about an Indian American girl who's a DJ. And,
Oh, boy.
Here for it. So
Yeah.
come back for that. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Keep
DCOM
DCOM all day, every
Love it.
day. DCOM Descendants is a Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and
Hello.
Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, you can go to DCOMpodcast.com. That's where you can go.
Take the break.
Dude,
while
that's
typing.
right. Get this episode of DCOM Descendants and every other one ad-free and help the pod out financially by going to BrambleJamPlus.com. It's the best corner of the internet, man.
You don't need to take a break doing that.
No,
Just
DCOMpodcast.com.
podcast.